Hi all, I am Sumitra, Associate Professor, EC Department, RMK Engineering College. I am here to present Robotic Process Automation, Introduction and few programs as hands-on on UiPath tool. So suddenly you'll get into your mind, why RPA now? Yes, in 2016 report by McKinsey & Co. predicts that the robotic process automation market could be worth 6.7 trillion USD by 2025. So RPA is going to rule the world. We are already in digital transformation era, and RPA is going to be the major tool that can be used in all the MNC's companies. So this is the right time to have knowledge on RPA. So in this session, we'll discuss about introduction to RPA, type of robots, RPA tools, RPA market player, RPA open source tools, UiPath platform and academy, UiPath tool installation with hands-on. So in hands-on session, we'll see only simple programs using UiPath as welcome message display and to automate click start, automate Google search. Let me get into what is robotic process automation. Before that, I want you to install UiPath on your system. Then only it will be easier to proceed with the hands-on session. So to download UiPath, you can very well go to www.uipath.com where that UiPath Studio version is available free. So this is a free licensed version. You can utilize it as such. Or else you can use this link to download this UiPath. I'll give this link in the description box so that you can get it from there. Let's see the procedures to download the tool. Let's see students how to install this UiPath Studio setup in your system. So when you click on the drive link, you will get this executive file. So you have to click this execution file. You have to run this file. It's processing. Wait. If you do parallelly the few programs with this student version UiPath tool, you'll get an idea what is that RPA. Run the file. It start installing. You will get the window like this, UiPath. You can do parallelly along with me. It's opening now. You will get a window like this where you have community license, add license key, acquire license key. Out of this three, first click this one, community license, start free. So no license is required. You can click that. And close that window. So click the first option. It is free option, no license key is required. Once when you click that, you will get this UiPath tool. Yes, we got it. UiPath, welcome to Studio. You can close this window, and this is the window where we are going to work with, right? So we'll be starting with the process. In order to start with the blank project to design a new automation process, you can view here this one. Under new project, we have process. So using this process only, we are going to do some simple RPA programs today. So now get into what is robotic process automation. So RPA, three terms: robotic process automation. So robotic is an entity which is capable of being programmed by a computer for doing complex tasks is known as robot. In terms of RPA, this task would be mimic the human action. So process, a sequence of steps that lead to a meaningful task or activity, is known as a process. Automation, when a task happens automatically without any human intervention, that is an automative process. Let me start with this robotic process automation concept by saying this video. So in this video you can see that humans, that they are doing the office work, we are doing the office work, clerical work. Now if it has been replaced by robots. Simple. So all the office work, clerical job has been replaced by a robot. So it is a software bot. That is robotic process automation. Once if the name comes as robotic, don't think that is an human robot or physical robot what we saw in Chitty Endiran. So it is not so. It has nothing to do with the physical robot and human robot. It is nothing but a software bot. So to get a clear idea about this, let me explain with an example. For example, how will you pay the electricity bill? Previously what we do, we go to EB office and we used to pay the bill. Nowadays we will be receiving an alert, that is the EB bill, to our mail. Then we will go to that website, EB website, and we'll pay the bill using a credit card net banking service, right? So that is the usual process carried out. So now we can see here mail received. Once the mail received, we'll get into the website and we view the electricity bill. We'll do the net banking. The process is done. Now when we think of whenever a bill arrives, your software runs on your machine, and if it pays your bill, how is it? That will be so interesting. No, you will feel so relaxed because every month it is a routine work. We have to do the bill payment. Instead, if it has been automated, if it can able to maintain our account, it will be quite easy and we'll feel better. So that is the software bot. That automation process is called robotic process automation. So it's mimicking a human action to perform a sequence of steps that lead to a meaningful activity without human intervention is known as robotic process automation. Robotic process automation, RPA, it is a large scale organization which used to interact with the humans and mimic the human actions across the systems and applications. So RPA, it is used to interact the automate workflow, infrastructure, back office processes. So RPA, it's very well used in in-house applications, website, and also in user portal. But one thing we have to remember, RPA works only on rule-based system. It depends upon rule-based system. It cannot able to take any decisions. Once the sequence of operations is given, it can able to do the process. It does not capable of taking any decision making. Without any need of decision making, if any process has to be done, then that can be carried out using this RPA. So the main goal of robotic process automation process is to replace repetitive, boring clerical tasks performed by humans with a virtual force. Now when we do the comparison between your humans with the robot, human can able to work for only 8 hours, the two with little errors. So the average productivity can be provided by the human is 60%. But when we look into the robot, it works for all the 24 hours. So the average productivity provided by the robot is 100%. So we'll prefer the robots. So robots reduces the human force, manpower, and it's capable of performing all parallel operations. So general uses of RPA are, it emulates human action in the sense the repetitive process in various applications and systems. and it also involves in conducting high volume repeated tasks. That is nothing but when we want to do easily simulate rekeying of data one system to another, data entry, copying, pasting can be done using this RPA. And the third application, very major application, is performs multiple tasks. Multiple tasks in the sense parallelly it can able to do the transaction, manipulates the data, as well as it can capable of send the reports. And automation can be done on generating the reports. That is automated report generation. Once the data is scaled, it can able to give accurate, effective and timely reports. So first we have to identify what are all the process that should be taken to RPA, right? So not all the processes can be done by RPA. It has to satisfy the major criteria. First one is the processes manual and repetitive. Yes, then it can be done by RPA. Is the process rule based? Is the transaction volume high? Is the input data in electronic format? And if it is readable, then we can go with RPA process, right? So it has to satisfy all this, then only we can do with the RPA. Once the RPA gets into the picture, we can see it can be able to reduce the human workforce. So it provides a feasible and sustainable system, especially in healthcare industry, to maintain the patient's database and to create the checklist of the patients. We can use this RPA process. So once the RPA enters, it can able to individually take care of the patient, automated one. If there is any deviation, then that time alone we are in need of the individual care by the physical person. So it is very well used in the healthcare industry to take care of the patients as well as to automate the process like billing operations. That we have one assessment to you. You all have a mobile. So mobile, if we have a game like chess game, so for playing the chess game, we are not need of another party. You can do it on your own, and it plays off well. So it is an automated process. So is it comes under RPA? Do you think it comes under RPA? No, because for playing chess, we are in need of some brain. Human intelligence is needed in order to make a next move. But mobile device is the one where it doesn't have a human brain. It has been programmed to do like that. So when we look into this, it does not have any brain. So it doesn't comes under this RPA system because RPA does not involve any decision making. So machines do not have brains, but they are programmed to do like that. When it is programmed to do like that, then it comes under artificial intelligence, right? It only makes the decisions depending upon the choices given and the data fed in. So artificial intelligence enables performing tasks which normally requires human intelligence, which uses visual perception, speech recognition, decision making and translation between the languages. So very well involved. So RPA, it does not involve the complex problems, but very well you can be used for solving the complex problems too with the assistance with the artificial intelligence. This is also being carried out now. So now we'll see the general applications where it has been used generally, this RPA. It is very well used in healthcare. As I said earlier, it is used for patient registration and billing purposes. And in HR department, it helps in new employment joining form, payroll processing and hiring shortlisted candidates. It is used in insurance company where it is helps in claiming processing as well as to get the premier information. It also used in manufacturing and retail industry, very well used for billing and for calculation of values and its reports. And it is used in telecom industry for service order management as well as for quality reporting. It is used in travel and logistics where it is very well used for ticket booking, passenger details and for accounting purposes. It is used in bank and financials for generally card activation purposes, fraud claims, and for discovery. It is very well used in government agencies also. It helps in change of address and license renewal. And in overall, it is used for all the infrastructure where it involves the accounting setup, issue targeting, as well as for communication purposes. So that's all about the RPA. I hope everyone understood what is RPA. It is a repetitive process without any rules and where it is being used. Types of robots. We have two robots, attended robot and unattended robot based upon the staff supervision. So see here the employee triggers a task, that is it triggers a bot via hotkey, and bot gets into the picture, it log in, collect the data from multiple systems. Again the employee checks and generated the results, and then bot get into the action, generates the report and updates the data and ends the talk. So every operation, after execution of every operation, there is a supervision with respect to the staff. That is called as attended robot. Next one is unattended robot, where the staff that triggers a bot via keystroke. Then the bot fetches the information from various sources about a claim and auto approve the claims that fall within preset guidelines and end the task. So in between, if the employees looks at the exceptions, and the system update can be done by the staff too. So there are two major types, attended and unattended robot. So in this picture you can very well see there are so many RPA tools are available. We are very much concentrating on this core RPA capabilities, where you can see this Automation Anywhere, UiPath and Blue Prism. So in this, when you look into the market, this UiPath, Automation Anywhere and Blue Prism are on the top. And when we consider these three, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism provides only the licensed version of the tool, and UiPath is the one which is available as a free version. So if you get into this Automation Anywhere, www.automationanywhere.com, where you have the learning trials in which you can study about the various certification courses, free certification courses are available, and using this community edition you can get into this Automation Anywhere tool also. So other than that, we have RPA open source tools like Tag UI, Robin, Robot Framework Foundation, Open RPA and Magica. If you are very well know about this UiPath, then get into this www.uipath.com, where you have a learning portal, academy.uipath.com, in which you can take the course of RPA Developer Foundation, RPA Developer Advanced, RPA Developer Continuous Learning. So 4 to 6 weeks is already enough to get into this field of RPA developer. Other than that, we have Edureka tutorial also. You can do that one also. So once when you learn continuously, you can very well become versatile with this UiPath tool. Let's get into hands-on session. First program to display welcome message using UiPath tool. Students, next we move on to our first RPA program, your first RPA program hands-on session. So first we will see how to display one welcome message. It is a very simple exercise. Just to know about the process that has been carried out, I am going to explain this. So first click this process. Once the process is clicked, it will ask for a name of this project. So we can give it as day 1 hands-on. Create. It will create your process. Wait for a second. It's been creating. So parallelly you can also do the same on your system, as we have already installed UiPath Studio Pro Community version. In your system, you can click that. Under new project, you click process, and you'll get a window where you have to give the name of the project, your own name. you can give, and you can wait for the tool to open. Wait, it's been opening. So it's creating workspace now. Adding all the dependencies that has been needed for creating a project. So it takes some time. Yes, we got this window. Now under home, under new, you select sequence. So sequence is the one which is needed now. So first sequence, that is the sequence workflow, we type as welcome message. Okay, so name it as welcome. We are going to create one welcome message for this workshop. So now the sequence will be created here. Yes, we got a sequence and sequence name is welcome. So what we need is actually a message. We are going to display our message, welcome message. So now you go to activities. You can see down we have project activity snippets. In that you select activity and we need a message box. So in this you can give message. So it will show all this message box. So under available system dialog, message box is there. You click. So what we have to do is we have to drop the activity here, that is nothing but our message box. So message box is dropped. Now we have to type our text. So it is under quotes we have to type. So I'll type welcome to RPA workshop day 1 hands-on. Yes, that's it. So we have typed the welcome message. Now when you save and run, yes, the day 1 hands-on execution started. So we got the message box, welcome to RPA workshop day 1 hands-on. Yes, so the message has been automatically created. So this is the process we need. The process is nothing but to give a welcome message to all the viewers. So automatically we can make it as a software and we can save it, and once when you execute you will get this. So this is the way all the process has been automated. Just to explain how the messages has been automated, how the works has been allotted to the software bot, we have created a simple project how to generate a welcome message. Now we have all cleared. So the way of workflow we have demonstrated. Just we have to click the process, and the process you have to click sequence, and the sequence we have to click message box in order to display the message. So this is your first RPA program. Hope everyone tried out parallelly and you all got the same output. Yes, the one mistake you will do is you have to type everything within the quotes, then we can do this. Yes, clear with this first program? Next program is about to automate click. Yes, next we'll move on to our next interesting RPA program. You'll be surprised to see the output here. So we'll move on to this next one, new sequence. I'll make it as browser program. Okay, create. So browser has been created. Now there is a activity called mouse click. So I'm going to keep it as an activity under our screen. So it's asking where to click. So what do you want to click? So the bot is asking which screen has to be clicked automatically. So I have to indicate on screen. For example, I have to automate my start button. I can indicate this, indicate on screen. So it was searching for this, which one is to be clicked. So if I keep it over here and make a click, it will capture the image and will place it over here. So now it's understood that I have to click the start button. Okay, I make that bot to understood that it has to click my start button. So now I saved, and if I run this file, so the execution is starting. So the day one execution has started. Now you can see it's go to my window. Yes, it's clicked. Can you able to see? So automatically my window has been, start button has been clicked on. So this is the automating process, a simple bot process. If you want to click, we can able to click this. So we can able to selecting any file transferation also. The step of process has to be carried out sequentially. Whatever we are doing manually, first we have to understand the bot to do in the same way so that we can able to do the process. Let me give you another example. Just by getting into the Google and to search RPA, how it can be done. I can do with the second example of this, continuation of this example. Program 3, that is of automate Google search. Let's move on to next interesting program, Google search. For example, if you want to search RPA in Google, what you'll do, you'll open browser www.google.com. There you'll type RPA, then you'll click Google search. So these operations usually we'll do manually. Now we'll see how we can able to automate this process using software bot. So for that, first we'll move on to new sequence. As we are going to do RPA search, I'll give RPA search. Create. First you have to do open browser, right? So take this activity, drop here, where you have to type the URL www.google.com. So you type within quotes www.google.com, within quotes you type it. Then you have to choose the browser type. Browser type is, we need Internet Explorer, IE, because we can't work with Chrome. UI, choose the browser type IE. UiPath doesn't support Chrome because it needs a Chrome extension, so we have done with IE. So I've given this. Let's see how it works. Save on. I'll run this program. You can see here day 1 hands-on execution started. So automatically it opens Google. Clear? Now we have to type RPA there. So we'll take the next activity, type into, and drop the activity down. So there we can give type into, that is your RPA term. So within quotes give RPA. So where it has to be typed, that is we have to indicate. So here we have the option indicate on screen. Click that. So here only we have to type, right? So you choose this place. So it will automatically understood that RPA should be typed over there. Next we have to click. So I'll take the activity click, drop it down. that has to be indicated on screen where it has to be clicked. First I'll take some random click, and then we have to click RPA. So I'll take another activity, drop here, and we have to click Google search. I've given all the operations sequence, open browser, type RPA and click Google search. So we'll do save all and go for execution. Here you see day 1 hands-on execution started. Automatically it opens Google RPA, where it gets into the page RPA. You can see here RPA pages opened. So thus a bot can automatically do the search for you. So if can automatically do the search, everything can be done if it is being programmed, or else if it has been given as a sequence to the bot. Yes, clear with this? So hope you all understood the simple basic exercises that have been shared to you. So if you want to really learn RPA tool, you can get into this community edition provided by the softwares, that is nothing but your UiPath Automation Anywhere Blue Prism, and you can get into the trial version and you can work out with using this tutorial sessions. You can learn this UiPath tool in a very good manner. So hope this can be a fruitful session to you all. Thank you.